In this video, we will learn how to automatically post birthday wishes on Slack daily from Google Sheet. So let's say you have the data of all the employees in Google Sheet along with their birth dates. Now what will happen? The automation will check daily that whose birthday it is today. If it will find out that it's the birthday of 3 persons in the team, it will automatically post a birthday wish on channel for those 3 persons with their name on the Slack channel automatically, so that you do not have to daily check your Google Sheet and post the wishes manually. Yes, it is possible, that too without involving in any technical stuff. So if you also want to set this automation for yourself, come with me and I'll show you the process step by step. So this is my Google Sheet. I have the name, the date of birth, the phone number and a nice image for posting the birthday wishes on the Slack channel automatically. And I'm going to do that by connecting my Google Sheets with the Slack channel with the help of an integration and automation software Pabbly Connect. And you can also reach here by typing pabbly.com/connect. I will also attach this link in the description box. Now if you are a new user, you will have to create your free account. I am already an existing user, that is why I am clicking on sign in, and then I will click on access now. And let me tell you, in the free account of Pabbly Connect, you will also get free tasks to test this automation, that too every month. Now after reaching out to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, click on this blue button, create workflow, and just provide a random name to your workflow. Enter workflow name here. So I am providing the name as post birthday wishes daily on Slack via Google Sheets. Click on create and you will find 2 boxes in front of you. Those are actually trigger and action. Trigger means when this happens, action means do this. When this happens, do this. Understand with an example also that whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, let's say, send an email via Gmail application. Well, according to our use case, whenever the automation will find out the birth date in Google Sheet, automatically post the birthday wish on Slack channel application, basically on Slack applications. So this is how we need to always select the applications in which we are setting up an automation. But here, instead of selecting this Google Sheet as the first application, I will be selecting this scheduler. Now why I am using schedule feature of Pabbly? Because I want this automation to run on the daily basis. Basically, it will check the wishes, it will check the birthday dates daily. So that is why first step will be scheduled by Pabbly. And here it is asking me how often you want to run your workflow. Well, I want to check my Google Sheet every day, that whether it's a birthday of any team member or not. So of course I'll be running this workflow every day, and you can even specify the time. So let's say I want this automation to run in the 8 in the morning. Okay, so I'll be selecting 8 a.m. only. So 8 is the 8:30. I'll be going with 8:30 time. Okay, clicking on save and you will see the automation has been scheduled successfully. And in fact, you can see the response. It is giving me the local time 8:30 Asia Kolkata. So this was the first step of our automation. Now what we will do next? Firstly, we will find out that what date it is today. So basically, with the help of date and time formatter feature of Pabbly Connect, I will be fetching out the current date, basically the today's date, that what is the date today. So if I'll click on connect, you will see it will show connected, and it is asking me the basic format in which you want the current date. So I'm having the date in this particular format, basically in DDMMYY. So I will be fetching out the date in the same format. So let me first specify it here. Okay, so I'll be selecting the same DDMMYY, that too with the separation of slash. Okay, now if you also want to include the time in response, you can actually select the true, but in this case I don't need this time. So I will be directly click on this button, save and send test request, and you will see it will provide me the today's date. It is 28th October 2022. Let me even check the date, and yes, it is Friday, October 28, 2022. So finally we have done the second step of our automation also. Now what will be the next step of this automation? I'll be checking out if that particular date, basically the current date, matches to any of these date. That means it is actually the birthday of that particular person, and if that day is not matching with any of the date, in return, in the response, we will actually receive the false or something else. Okay, basically the data not found. But here I cannot compare this date month along with the year. Why? Because it is actually 2022, and in the birthday dates I have different kinds of years. So I'll have to do the comparison only in the date and month part. So what I will do is I will separate this 2022 from here also in the Pabbly Connect, and in the sheet also I will separate this year column. So how I will do? So here I am going to add one more column in the right, and how about I write it as DOB, so I will actually get a better space. Okay, DOB, all right, DDMMYY. And in this particular column, basically in the C column, I will keep only first two things, basically the date and the month. How? I will be doing it with the help of a formula. So just press equal to, and I only want the value from left and up to which particular character. Basically you will have to count the characters: 1 2 3 4 5 6. Sorry, 1 2 3 4 5. I only want first 5 characters from this particular date, basically from all the dates. So with the help of formula, I will write left. Now why I am writing left? Because I want the values from the left side. Okay, in case you want the value from the right side, you can actually do the same. And here I will be selecting first the column name, because I have the value in B column. Press comma, and here I will be adding this 5. Bracket close, press enter, and you will see it has provided me the same data according to the formula. Okay, suggested autofill. So click on this tick mark and you will see the same formula will be applied on all the rows automatically. So this is how you can actually separate the date and month. Let me rename this particular column. I have the date and month, basically the date of birth. This is the date of birth of all my clients. Okay, now it's turn to trim the same value from the Pabbly Connect, from the current date also. You can see this was our current date, and again I'll be doing that with the help of text formatter, which is a nice feature of Pabbly Connect, using which you can do various kind of formatting within the text. And in this automation, I will be performing this split text function in my automation. Okay, so click on connect and you can see it is connected. Now it is asking for the text to split. So instead of copying this data and pasting it manually, enter text or map data. So click on this field and you will find the above data here in the drop down. You simply need to open this drop down and simply click on that particular field and it will be mapped automatically, and this value will be replaced automatically, will be changed automatically in real time automatically. That is why instead of providing this value manually, I have mapped it. Now it is asking for the separator. Well, I want to separate this value, this date, via this slash. So I'll be providing this slash, and now it will ask me that you want the value of which. Well, here I will be selecting this all, and you will see it will provide me, it will give me all the dates, all the data separately. You can see I have the date, I have the month, and I have the year. And in next further step, I'll be combining these two values exactly in this particular format, and then I am going to compare this. Okay, so coming back to Pabbly Connect, and this step is also done. Now finally I am going to find out the current date. I have the current date as 28th October. I'll be finding out this date in my Google Sheet. How? You'll have to click on this plus icon, and in the action application you will have to search for the Google Sheet. Alright, I have selected the same, and now connect your Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect. But firstly, in the action event, make sure you select this Lookup spreadsheet rows. Why this particular action event? Because we are going to actually look up for the row, look up for the values. That is why Lookup spreadsheet rows will be the action event. Now click on connect. Click on add new connection, connect with Google Sheet, provide the access of your Google Sheet in which you have the data of all the employees. Now click on continue, and this is how the authorization will be successful and your Google Sheet will be immediately connected with Pabbly Connect. And you can see it is connected. Now it is asking for the spreadsheet. Well, I have the spreadsheet as employees birthday data, so I'll be selecting the same. Well, it has selected automatically because it is the recent sheet which I have created in my spreadsheet account. And the select sheet, well, I have just a single sheet here, so I'll be selecting the same. Again, it has selected automatically. Now it is finally asking for the lookup column, so you need to read the instructions. Search column as A, B, and you can pass multiple comma separated columns. We will grab the matching rows and give you all its value. Well, in this particular automation, I just need to look up the values from the C column. So that is why I'll be selecting here C, and in the next step, it is asking me the lookup value. So I want to look up which particular value, basically the current date, and I have the current date as 28th October. Let me show you. This was the current date, 28th October, basically 28/10, and I have even split this particular date with the help of text formatter. So I am going to map these two things in this particular field. Okay, so here again enter text or map data. When you will click on this field, you will find this insert data from previous step, and I have the previous step as text formatter by Pabbly. Okay, and here I will be selecting this date, basically the DD, and then I will be pressing this slash. Okay, let me show you. Here I'll be adding a slash, and again I am going to map the month. Okay, so this is how I have the date as 28/10. Now finally I am going to click on the save and send test request, and you will see it will provide me the result. What result? Firstly, it will check 28/10 whether it is having any date matching the same date. Okay, so let me check manually whether I have the date. Yes, I have the date as 28/10. In the last row, Pabbly member, the name of the person is Pabbly member. Well, these are all the dummy details. Okay, so don't worry about that. And whether I have any other entry, okay, we have one more entry as 28/10. Let me again check if I have the same date one more time. Okay, no, I have this particular date only twice in this whole data. So coming back to Pabbly Connect, and let us check what particular response it has provided me. So it has provided me that it is having the data, basically the row number 11 and dummy member. So let me check for the same row 11. Okay, well, it is absolutely correct. On the row 11, I have this dummy member as the same date. Okay, let me even check for other data. Okay, secondly, it has provided us the data of row 20, and the name of the person is Pabbly member, and this is the phone number, this is the image. Again check row 20, and yes, Pabbly member and the dummy member, these two person it has provided me in the response. So this particular step has been successfully done, and our automation is working absolutely fine till now. Now what is next? Finally we are going to post the birthday wish for these two person. For which person? To the Pabbly member and to the dummy member. We have these two entries. Okay, dummy member and Pabbly member. But in order to execute this automation, I cannot process the data in this way. I want this data, I want this automation to execute one by one. This is how this automation is going to take place. But here in the response of Google spreadsheet, I have the data of multiple persons. So how I am going to separate this data, how I am going to arrange this data in the one by one format. So again, you will have to click on this plus icon, and with the help of Iterator by Pabbly, well, again, it is the nice feature of Pabbly Connect. Let me show you how it works. Okay, select Iterator and it will ask you to map the array. Choose array. Well, I am having the data in this particular format, not in the array format. Well, don't worry if you're not from the technical background, just follow my video. You need to disable this toggle button. Okay, basically we are going to fetch out the same data in advanced format instead of the simple format. So I'll be clicking on this button once again, and you will see the same data will be fetched out in the array format which Iterator is asking for. Okay, so the response is received, and you can see I have the data in the array format. It has actually packed all the data in the square bracket. Let me show you. That was the starting square bracket, and that is the ending, basically the closing square bracket. So I have the data. Let me even show you again. We have the data as dummy member. This was the column name. Here is the date finally, and we have the phone number, image, URL, and this is how we have all the data of one specific row. This was the first row, and this is the second row, basically the row 20. Now I want the data one by one, for which I have applied this iterator, and it is asking me the data in the array format. So once I'll refresh it, you will see the above data will be reflected here automatically. Okay. Well, since the iterator step was actually not saved, that is why it has got removed already automatically. So again, I am going to search for the iterator step once again, and here I will be selecting. Well, it does not actually required, it has selected automatically. You can see 4 response result and the square bracket. Let me even show you the same, the response of the previous step. Okay, where is the response? If you will click on this arrow, you will be able to see the response. You can see response result, and why it is showing 4, because it was the data of the 4th step. So coming down here, and when I will click on this button, you will see it will provide me the data of just one person. We have the data of row index 11. Here's the name, here's the date, here's the another date, here's the phone number, and finally we have the URL of the image. Now finally we have all the data. We have fetched out the current date, we have find out that current date in our spreadsheet, and we have the member's name whose birthday it is today. So I will be finally posting the birthday wish to the same person. I'm going to wish that person on Slack. So again, select for the Slack application in the action application, and in the action event I will be selecting this send channel message, because it is actually my requirement. If your requirement is something else, you can actually choose the same action event as per your choice. Click on connect, click on add new connection, click on connect with Slack, and it will ask you enter the token type as either user or bot. Well, what exactly it is, let me first check. You'll have to click on this here hyperlink, and you can actually see the difference of user and bot. So if I want these details, in that case I'll have to select this user, and if I want these details, if I'll have to perform these things, I will have to go with the bot. So since I want to send the channel message, so that is why I'll be selecting this. I'll be adding this bot as the connection application, clicking on save, and you will see it will ask me the details. Well, I have already logged in into my Slack account in a different tab. So that is why instead of asking that credentials, it is simply asking me to allow the permission. And don't worry, Pabbly Connect is 100% safe. And you can see the Slack channel, basically my Slack application has been connected immediately. Now you can see whatever the channels are available into my Slack have started visible here. And I am going to select that one specific channel in which I would like to post the birthday wishes. So Pabbly team is the name of my channel in which I would like to post all the birthday wishes, because I'm having all the team members in the same channel. And let's say if you are creating a new channel, make sure that a bot can't post it in a private channel. So if your channel is actually a private channel, if it's not a member, then you need to invite it to the channel if you're using a bot token. Okay, make sure you invite the bot as your channel member. Okay, now it is asking for the message which you would like to send. Specify the text of the message to send. Check out the formatting help doc for the advanced option. Well, I have already created a small message which I would like to post on the group, basically on the Slack channel. Okay, so I'll be pasting the same. Wishing you a very happy birthday, and here I want the name of the person automatically. So here I will be removing this inverted comma, and here I am going to map the name of the person from the last iterator step, and I'm having the name of the person as the dummy member. And again, instead of providing any value manually, I'm again mapping it because I want to change this data in the real time. As soon as a new day arrive, basically the next day arrive, the automation will again check in the sheet that which are the birthdays today, and this is how the name will be replaced automatically if you will map that particular value. Wishing you a very happy birthday, dummy member. I hope you have a great day. Well, I have composed a very small message, but when you are sending the messages, it is completely your call that how exactly you would like to send the messages. It is completely up to you. It is asking for the image URL if you want to attach any. So yes, I want to attach the image as well, and I am having the image URL as the okay. I'm sorry for that. Again, I will be shifting it to the right, and here I will be finding out the image URL. I have the image URL. Well, apart from this, I don't want to add any other information, so I'll be clicking on this button. But before that, let me first to show you the Slack channel. So currently I have the last message at 4:51 as hello team, it's a special day for user demo as it's her birthday. Now in front of you, I will be clicking on this button, and you will see a positive response will be received. And yes, it has received automatically. It is saying that it is a message which has been sent, coming back here and waiting for this response. And you can see at 7:23 p.m. wishing you a very happy birthday, dummy member. Hope you have a great day. And it is the same image which is added in the sheet in front of the 11th row. Let me check if it is the same image or not. Okay, yes, it is the same image. So this is how now onwards you can easily send the WhatsApp messages automatically without doing anything manually. Yes, you just need to set this automation in the Pabbly Connect once, and everything will work in the backend. Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. So let us see what exactly we have done. Firstly, we have scheduled this automation for every day, and then further we have fetch out the current date, that what date it is today, and then we have trimmed that date, we have split that date, and we have separated the date and the time value, the date and the month value. And using this lookup spreadsheet row, we have actually searched for this particular date. Basically in this particular format, we have searched our whole sheet, and in response we have received the value of 2. Basically we have received the name of 2 person, and again this was not the correct format which I was looking for. So with the help of iterator, I have separated this response in the single format, and finally I have selected Slack as the action application, and in the action event send channel message, I have sent the message automatically to my team on the Slack channel which I have specified here. In case you want to clone this whole workflow into your account, I'll be adding this shareable link into my YouTube video description box, from where you can actually clone the same workflow into your account, that too for free.